Everyone, and welcome to your weekly tarot forecast for this week of March 7th, guys. This is a really important week energetically. There are some planetary shifts, as there always is, but as we move forward from this week, this really is going to set the tone for so much unfoldment in the direction which we're going to be going, not just on an individual level, but as a community, a global community. And I really kind of want to take this a little slower today, go through the cards, and really understand the message. I loved it. I feel that it's important that we kind of move through these shifts methodically. So let's jump into it. So the message and guidance for this week is the Seven of Wands, the Chariot, the Seven of Swords, the Six of Cups, the Six of Wands, the Eight of Cups, the Two of Wands, and the Two of Cups. This week really is not just about standing up for what we believe in, but choosing our battles. Choosing our battles as we move forward this week, and may they reflect our beliefs, our ethics, our moral, our spiritual standing. What I love about the Chariot, yes, this can definitely be denoting your career and your career development, but this is about willpower. This is all about self-discipline as we move forward as a collective. Whatever beliefs we might have, let's look at it in the terms of humanity, what we share in common. So they're saying, look at, as the weeks and months ahead begin to unfold, it's very important for us to make sure that we stand firm, that we stand solid in our convictions, in our beliefs, and that might require some willpower in the face of adversity. That will definitely require discipline when we feel tired or weak, or just like, whatever, let's go with what's easy and just what gets us back to normal or just feels comfortable. We don't grow very much in our comfort zones. But what's really pivotal about this week is the Seven of Swords, one of two main cards that are very pivotal. And the Seven of Swords is like, look at, we all need to, before we start just rolling with whatever is laid out on an individual level, this could be whatever your boss serves up to you, even though it doesn't quite feel right. On a global level, this could be what your community or governments are serving up to you. But the Seven of Wands is like, wait, pause, hold the phone. There are some things that you're not seeing. There's something that's being omitted. There's motives that are hidden. There's things that we're not aware of underneath the agendas of either on a smaller or large scale. So universe is like, look at, there's more that's going on that meets the eye. So you need to pause and go back to the drawing board. Look at things. Seven of Swords always reminds me of retrogrades. Revise, review, rewrite, something here. Because before we just blindly move forward, whether it's with our career, on a personal level, or on a global scale, it's like, okay, let's do our own independent research. Let's research stuff. Something doesn't feel right. Trust your body, people. Your body is the most intuitive tool ever created. More fine-tuned than a computer. So trust that. Go back to things and see if the timing is right here. It's like, hey, I'm not going to be rushed, and I'm not going to just jump on a bandwagon. I'm not just going to do things. I'm going to trust myself, and I'm going to go do a little deeper research. The reason being is the Six of Cups. The universe is talking not just about our stance and our willpower moving forward and really trusting our gut and really looking into other motives and things that perhaps are being hidden from us. Because I do feel some things are going to be coming out this week when that Seven of Swords is there. But the Six of Cups talks about our children. It talks about the generations ahead. It talks about the decisions that we make this week, even if they seem small. They're saying, please consider how some of the decisions you make, whether it's change or agreement or acquiescence, whatever it is, it's going to have an unfolding effect on the generations ahead of us. Now, that might seem pretty heavy for like, whoa, Angelic, this is just a week in March. But something about this week energetically is going to send something in motion. Think of a snowball. It looks small, but the more it rolls, the bigger it gets. So they're saying, please don't just consider yourself when you're making decisions. Consider, how do my decisions or my lack of decision impact not just me in this moment, but 2 generations from now, my kids, should I ever have them, society ahead. Consider how your decisions might affect history to some degree. Now we have the Six of Wands and the Eight of Cups. They're saying, once you do this, know where you stand, decide how you're going to move forward, do your independent research, be very cognizant of your decision. So deep, it's kind of, sometimes we could, this kind of reminds me of when we might, be rude to somebody. We might think, well, I'm just letting off steam in the moment, but that could hurt someone's day and that can have a snowball effect on them. You know what I'm saying? They're saying, once you do this, Six of Wands, then move forward and you will be victorious, my brothers and sisters, victorious. Now, Eight of Cups is about, I love this too, because we're done. Eight of Cups is we're going to walk away from things that don't serve us. It's very much that everything that glitters isn't gold. It's like, we can look at the success and the money and the ease and the comfortability and the accessibility, but does it fill us? The Eight of Cups is we're at a time individually and collectively where we want more meaning, depth and meaning in our lives and our work. It's about spiritual growth and spiritual connection and quality. Look, I am not in any way saying anything's wrong with having, abundance. I'm all for that. But it's more about the internal growth. It's more about the spiritual and emotional growth that we're going through right now as a collective and individually. This incredible ascension process. The Two of Wands, the Two of Cups. This is about us coming together. Two of Wands is new partnerships, coming into your own, connecting with people, great communication so we can get on the same page for the long term. Two of Wands is working with others who have the same long-term goals and vision and mission and dreams as you, and conversing in a way that's productive. And you have it with the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups is about finding positive conflict resolution. I think the universe really wants us to kind of approach our lives individually and collectively in a new way, not the same old way. The Two of Cups is coming together, bonding as human beings, finding compromise and solution as a result, deepening our connection and our relationship to one another. There's something about this week that is incredibly pivotal in terms of where we're going to stand individually and collectively and what we're going to create as a result. We're going to be given the information. We're going to be given the insight, that clarity that we're looking for. On a very individual level, this could look a lot like work, career choices, wanting more fulfillment, and even finding it either with a new career or a new collaborator. But on a global scale, it's about us standing for what we believe in. It's about us going back to that drawing board and finding, okay, what our truth is and moving forward with it, because that might look like a single step, but over the course of a lifetime, it creates roads and paths that lead to other things, guys. So this week, just make sure as things unfold and you do your own independent research, if you trust your gut and think about how our choices put things into motion, it's really important to think about the bigger picture here as well. And I love the fact that it ends with the Two of Cups and the Two of Wands, because it's really encouraging us to form communities, to form partnerships, to work together to create a long-term vision. And we're all different backgrounds, cultures, ethnicity, conditions, socioeconomic backgrounds. That's inconsequential. What matters is that we're all human and that we're all want to be happy and safe and freely creative and expressive. And I think that's something we can all share. And I think it's very beautiful. The universe is giving us a heads up, like, hey, not everything, what's that term? Not everything meets the eye. It's like, oh, no. There's more going on than meets the eye. Sorry, guys. I had a little blurb for a second. So trust that, regardless of what you see in here, trust yourself, know who you are, understand how your choices create ripples, and may they be great ripples. May they be productive and creative and healing ripples. I just feel like this week is going to be very pivotal for the tones that are up ahead. So I hope you guys have an incredible week. I hope you stand in that spirit of who you are in a loving and a compassionate manner. And may your choices create something incredible, not just for yourself, but for those in the future. I hope this serves you guys. Have a beautiful week, and I will see you next week for next week's readings. Take care.